And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to Gem and the Crypto episode 830. Today is Thursday, November 4th, 2021. I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish, and today's top stories. New York City gets itself a Bitcoin mayor. Kevin Durant's new SPAC firm to focus on crypto and blockchain. SHIB falls after $2.3 billion of SHIB moved from Whale Wallet and NFTs in play to earn our future of gaming industry, says EA boss. But first and foremost, what's going on with those prices?
Oh, yeah. So taking a look at our prices for today, Bitcoin sitting at $62,360, up 0.7%. Ethereum at $4,577, up 2.2%. Binance Coin at $559, up 3.6%. Solana at $244, up 8.4% today. Cardano at $2 is down 1.1% today. XRP at 121 is up 4.5% today. Polkadot at 54.74 is up 10% today. Dogecoin at 26 cents is down 1% on the 24-hour chart. And last but not least, Shiba at 0.00005 cents, down 21% today. And we'll talk a little bit more about that shortly. So we're seeing some big movement in the Solana market as well as the Polkadot market. Again, people, any smart contract competitors to Ethereum are going to succeed, and it's looking like it so far.
There we go. Shannon Allen, what's going on? Goodness, Wendy, Leroy, Eric. And shout out to Leroy Forbes. For those who check out our newsletter, that's a lot of Leroy Forbes' work in there. And Leroy, man, you be having me dying every Friday reading these newsletters now, bro. It's hilarious. So thank you for that. What's going on, Jay, J.E., Rashu, BK Crypto? Let's see. Shannon said, what's happening at episode 900? We don't know. We were talking about that. 900 might be semi-chill only because we know for 1,000 we're going to go all out. But they are coming, man. I mean, we just started 800.
I was going to say, 70 is right at the end of the year. Man, that's...
We'll do seasons, I guess, by the numbers. So this is season 8 officially. We guys say can't do it by the year. So it's like,
we should do 1,000 and be like season 1.
That's exactly. Good luck.
Good luck.
Patrick Water, Chemo Crypto, Pat Stacks, Lawrence Sanders, Kadeem. Let's see, Satoshi Slim, Dexter Hand Senior, Geechee, Rico. Do we hear about that Amazon coin? I haven't seen that out yet. Yes, smash that like and share. Thank you. I saw a lot of you all come in and smash that like and share. And hey, you all kept your end of bargain. I woke up to 400 likes on yesterday's video. I was like, oh, we're going live today because I'm telling you, I was going to roll. Hey, Zay, I had the J. I was about to roll right back over. Let's see. BK Crypto said, yes, we got the Bitcoin mayor. And y'all saying NYC ain't crypto friendly. There we go. Let's jump into it. It's official. Hey, man, they heard me call him out the other day. New York heard me call him out, and the voters responded. They was like, look, he's right. It doesn't make sense. Or unless, oh my goodness, even a deeper analysis, what if behind the scenes what we talked about yesterday actually has something? I mean, listen, you got the UFC there, crypto.com, and ESPN saying we want crypto at a New York Madison Square event, New York City Madison Square event. What if that were some of the impetus of the people in the right room to be like, nah, look, all this bit license shit y'all doing, you fucking up money. Like, so
you're killing me.
Like, New York City gives itself a Bitcoin mayor. That's right. Mayor-elect Eric Adams is looking to turn one of the world's great TradeFi centers into a hub for crypto as well. What's going on with New York Mayor-elect Eric Adams?
Oh, man. So we have New York Mayor Eric Adams coming through, talking about putting Bitcoin into the hands of the people in a place where you already know the banks run the show. So again, like King said, with the bit license being established, it will be interesting to see what he comes up with as far as strategy, because he will have to push through that, as well as some of the pushback from what New York is going through now with COVID and small businesses and them losing money. So shout out to Eric Adams for winning the election. He is the Democrat. He was the Democrat candidate. And it seems to me that if New York is going to have a Bitcoin mayor, and then they have banks who are actively pushing back against Bitcoin, but they want to make money off of it, I think they can work together, but everything will be centralized. It'll be on-ramps to JP Morgan, on-ramps to Goldman Sachs. I don't know if he'll be able to really push out a lot of things because he is a mayor, not over the state of New York. So in his local vicinity, he can, basically make it so that it's easier for businesses, maybe a little bit easier for some startups. Hopefully he does, but Still ain't got shit on Mayor Suarez, baby, down in Miami. We about to get it done. No way they're gonna catch up with us. We already got the current infrastructure.
Oh, you already saying we? Oh,
Oh,
man,
we,
it's happening.
yeah, yes, we.
To Miami.
Yeah, that's what I said. So New York, good luck, but they got a long way to go.
Oh yeah, I was saying that. Yes, I said Miami. I might have to relocate and get a second home. Satoshi Slim says it's all talking to he actually have actions for some pro crypto items. I'm with you. You know, we're the same way. We don't want to hear you talk about it, but what I will say is I hope Eric remembers that a large part of New York City don't already like you, buddy. So don't try to please. Don't try to please. Get the job done. Just get the job done and see what happens. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, it'll definitely be interesting. He's definitely gonna get pushed back. He'll have to play the diplomat. Like, he's not gonna just muscle his way through New York City and Wall Street and everything they have going on. We don't expect that. We just expect a base hit. Fine. CBDCs, great base hit. CBDCs, a Fed. Hey, get your Fed coin. Listen, at first, again, I was against it. I'm all for Fed coins, CBDCs, government coins, bank coins. People, all that's going to do is digitize everyone's value. And once everyone's value is digitized, then they'll be like, oh, why am I using this coin, Fed coin, instead of Bitcoin? Like, I can use Bitcoin anywhere on the planet. I can only use Fed coin in 3 states. What's going on?
Hey, King, a quick aside. I read this interesting thread. It actually got deleted off Twitter. This dude said the end game, he said he had some insight. I don't know, but I tend to agree with him. He said the end game for Bitcoin on exchanges is that they're going to issue a Fed coin and they're going to sell and take everybody's Bitcoin who has it on exchanges, and they're going to exchange it for the Fed coin and give it to people. I can see that. Sort of like
happening immediately, like the exchange is going to go with it.
Feds did a sweep, Executive Order 6102, back in action, because that's what they did with gold. They said, hey, the reason our economy is tanking is because everybody keeps it in gold. I can imagine our economy tanking and say that's because all these crazy people are putting it in Bitcoin.
Well, they already been starting to say that. They have been.
Yeah, they already started.
Well, let's talk about this one article real quick. Don't have to go in detail, but it was an article we saw earlier with the Federal Reserve saying they're actually going to taper the printing of money, because that, what you just said, is essentially happening. I mean, Federal Reserve to taper money printing that fueled Bitcoin best. The $120 billion in monthly bond purchases has provided a tailwind for Bitcoin as investors see the cryptocurrency as a hedge against dollar debasement in the face of the ultra loose monetary policy. I mean, you called it. It's already happening. I can literally see that as well. These exchanges getting a tap on the shoulder. Hey, you want to keep operating and you don't want to be considered a bank, and you don't want to get railroaded, because you know all we got to say is, hey, y'all did some money laundering. Hey, everybody gonna believe us. We're the United States government.
Yeah, you're anti-American if you keep your Bitcoin, or if you hoard your Bitcoin. I guarantee you it's coming.
They drop a couple of
right through Coinbase. Yeah, they can snatch everything off Coinbase. It's for the betterment of America, and the game theory is playing out beautifully for Bitcoin, because if that's what they have to do to defeat it, they've already lost, because then they're going to lose a whole group of customers that are just going to go out the country. So hopefully they don't do that, but we'll see.
Well, what's crazy too is that not only will the hyper Bitcoinization happen after this, like when they try to put this into place, but it's going to happen. I think something along these lines will happen, and this is going to suck to say, but I kind of can't wait, because it's going to be that smack in the face everybody needs when they first enter the crypto market, where it's like, yo, we've been telling y'all for years, like, don't leave all your stuff on exchanges, and like. You didn't think the government? Well, they're like, we didn't know the government was going to exit scam us. It's like, yes, they did it in 2008. That's why Bitcoin is created, people, so the government can just bail out big banks and car factories with your money. So they've done it before. Like you said, they've done it twice. They did in 2008 when we saw it, when they literally just took taxpayer money and gave it to banks. Like, and of course, the bankers got golden parachutes where they're getting like $30 million exits and stuff. And then we saw it again, like you said, with the gold thing. If anything, we might see how you remember back in 2006, 2005, when it was like the cash for golds everywhere, stands were popping up. Where do you start seeing cash for Bitcoin stands pop up everywhere? The same way it was cash for golds at the malls, gas stations. Is just like, hey, you got cash, or you got Bitcoin, we'll take it, we'll give you cash right now on the spot. Like that.
Hey, let me go ahead and get this domain name now. I'm not gonna say it out loud because I just thought of a good idea. Because I can guarantee you that's coming, because there's a lot of infrastructure in place for people to buy it through a bank. But when people want to get rid of cash, going to ATMs costs too much. And it came through the chat weird, but it goes.
I like that. No, I get what you're saying. I like that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like something like that. Oh yeah, you're right there. Check cashing places are dead. They're going to turn into the cash of Bitcoin because it's going to be so hard to get it at a certain price. You're either going to have to accept it as payment, or you're going to have to trade it back and forth for cash, and it'll be just satoshis at that point, because some people will actually need it. So that will be interesting, especially if nobody starts accepting cash. Like, I mean, we already seeing it in New York and LA, and
Yeah,
COVID just sped that up. I mean, it was already happening, but they just sped that process up now.
I'm scared to even have cash sometimes because this is like you go to 3 or 4 places, you can't use it. It was like, bro, I didn't bring my debit card. You know, I got stuff. I got cash in my hand, but it is slowly no longer becoming king. Dexter Hans Sr., what's going on? Said, thanks, fam, for the masterclass. I made my money back on what I spent for the class. Thanks, fam. Hey, much appreciated, Dexter. Thanks for coming out and say it. We'll actually reach out to a couple of you because I do know we do need to get a couple of testimonials and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, again, and I know I still need to get the updated video. I actually worked on it the other day. I just got to edit it. But the Streamline, one of the Streamline DeFi videos out. But I mean, you're talking about Ethereum and doing the loans and doing all that stuff on it. I mean, again, when we put the class out, Ethereum was at $1,900. So even right now with this recent pump, for those who don't know what I'm talking about collateralizing your crypto. If you collateralize your crypto, your Ethereum specifically, as it continues to pump right now, you can take out a cash loan against it or use that cash to buy more Ethereum. So a lot of ways to play with it. But yeah, I know the people there's been people literally doing that nonstop since the class started. And they keep saying, they're like, yeah, like, they wasn't sure at first. It takes some time to learn. But once you like really learn it, kind of finagle it to your settings, it does help. Shannon, what's that? Said, King, it's time to do it. Zay is bringing his talents to Bricko. Said in my Pat Riley voice, said this super team is inevitable. Do not be Dame Lillard. I listen, I keep telling people I almost moved to Miami before I moved to LA. So I definitely need to come down there.
Hey, somebody said the weed businesses, the dispensaries, all the cash they got stored up. Imagine when they could open their own cash exchange at that point. They already got a money transmission license. Think about it, man. We just exchange for Bitcoin now. We won't even sell weed anymore. I mean, that's a whole other industry. So
let's see. Real talk. Thank you for this big tip. Said, can the gents explain crypto culture? It seems as if Charles Hoskinson isn't well liked in the crypto development community. Correct me if I'm wrong. Does his standing affect Cardano, Vitalik, or Charles for president? So if I had to pick between those two, it'd be Vitalik. But it's not saying too much. My personal opinion, as far as okay, there's 2 crypto cultures. One, the one main crypto culture, or what used to be the main one, is the Bitcoin maximalists. And the reason why is what we tell you all the time. And I was thinking about this yesterday. Decentraland. I love Decentraland, Mana, all that good stuff. You still could have done that with Bitcoin. Period, point blank. XRP, you can do it with Bitcoin. Like, literally go down the list. Go down the list. Yep. That's what people understand. Like when we look at projects for real, like as far as Bitcoin maximalists and technology, we're like, can Bitcoin do this? If the answer is yes, then you already won't get 100% of investment because Bitcoin can do it. We already at 90%. Like, I'm gonna play with you. I might, enjoy your service. You got a lot going on, but Bitcoin can do it. So one, crypto culture is Bitcoin maximalists because most Bitcoin maximalists who understand the technology, read the white paper, do the GitHubs, look at developers' track records, X, Y, and Z. They do realize that Bitcoin is a superior project and that most projects, whatever they're saying they can do, Bitcoin can do it. So there's no reason for that project. That's the first thing. Second part of the culture, I think, is the money grab side. So it's people who are either Bitcoin maximalists or it's the money grab. I'm here because I was late to the Bitcoin party and I want to create a project and get the same type of money that Bitcoin would enable people to have. So for that side of the house, I think those are people like Charles Hoskinson. Why? Because they're creating Cardano. Instead of saying, well, I can just continue to work on Bitcoin. I can continue to work on Ethereum and stuff. They're creating something else. So to me, it's just like, all right, you're just trying to do the same money grab as the next person. It doesn't say it won't work or the project won't be successful or won't be good things to come out of the project. But that's like the reasoning behind it, which kind of looks to me as far as culturally go, then a lot of people won't like them. And then again, whenever you're leaving projects and you're a high executive or a high developer, like a high ranking developer or something, and you leave a project, yeah, people not going to like that at all. You leave a project to start a new one? No. So I don't know. That's my thoughts. What are your thoughts?
Oh, yeah. Well, I just think in this race, Bitcoin is the tortoise and most other cryptocurrencies are the hare. And the main key about Bitcoin's system is security, because it's trying to be money. So the number one thing is security. So when people talk about the technology, if you're the hair, you're moving real fast, like technologists do. They move fast and break things. So even if you get there first, doesn't matter, because you rest on your laurels. All right, well, we got this on here. And then Bitcoin's slowly coming up. And then when they get there, we're like, sure would suck if somebody with a better and more secure layer one took this idea and added it to us, and just keep on moving. And that's what the tortoise is doing, gradual pace, and it keeps going. And the thing is, it's funny because it is hard to build on Bitcoin. People don't like to do it. However, if there is one person that does it and you say, hey, our layer is more secure, that's what people are going to use. And that's why that argument is there. But again, you got to keep the fun in crypto. That's why I like the other side as well. And it's not a battle. We got a real enemy ahead of us, but I love both sides of that culture. So.
Let's see. Leroy said Dev rocks. So we got a call for tomorrow. Yeah, Dev, you definitely got to call in with this. Dev said nobody is doing it on Bitcoin because it sucks to do it on there. Bitcoiners have to stop saying this. No, we agree with you. I won't say nobody, because Bitcoin still has the most developers out of all the projects. So like literally that's a false statement. Like, come on. that's a false statement. It has like the most developers. Like, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but
they got more. I think they got more on Ethereum.
Okay, that's actually true. You're right. Yeah. They do have more in Ethereum, so I stand corrected. What's the better team though? Yeah, I don't know. What's the better team? Like, but anyway, just because something's hard, or just because people aren't doing it because it's harder. So I mean, I get what you're saying, but I don't know. To me, that doesn't give it a pass. It's like, well, people aren't going that way because that's the longer distance way. But it's like, yeah, but it's a road has been built already. It's safer. It's like, no, I'd rather go up on this dirt road over here because it's shorter and it's faster and I don't got to do all the hard work. And it's like, all right, well, if you fall outside the cliff, you're going to fall outside the cliff. But you're right. It is faster and shorter and easier to do. So, but I don't know. Pull up tomorrow, Dev. We would love to hear your thoughts on it for sure. Goodness said, thanks, Zay, for the heads up on audio. Looks like it might go to $5 soon. Let's see. Do you think celebrity and NFTs are worth investing in? What's going on, Dad and Dana? Do you think celebrity NFTs are worth investing in? I think that's what they're trying to say.
Yeah, a small portion, yeah. If you're in NFTs, because right now, the actual artwork of NFTs isn't necessarily pushing the price. It's the celebrity of the person that releases it. That's why you have a lot of talented artists making $2,000 or $3,000 on a piece, and then you have famous people who are making $2-3 million just because they're famous. So that is something to look at in the NFT space, that if a celebrity endorses it, most people are going to buy it. Human psychology, investing in it wouldn't be a bad idea if you're in the NFT space.
Really quick, Ammo Gross said conspiracy theories spoke of cashless societies and one world currencies long ago. Is crypto paving the way for 100% cashless future? Then a single digital currency and wallets embedded in implantable RFID. To me, I say yes. I think a one world government, a one currency, a one primary language. I think all of this is inevitable and it's in our future. Maybe not in our generation, but I think it's in our future. And why? Because technology keeps bringing us closer and closer. So it only makes more sense. It's like, yo, we're getting closer. We're interacting with each other more. I can talk to people in the cave now in 30 seconds. It makes sense for us to use the same currency. It makes sense for us to use the same language so we can grow. It makes sense for us to have the same one world government, as far as it shouldn't be people just getting murdered and raped left and right. So some things I think that we will kind of converge and merge on. But again, I think it's going to take some time for that to happen. I know a lot of people don't want that to happen. But I'm one of those people who's like, hey, to me, I think I see the writing on the wall and it will happen. So you might as well get ahead of it. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it was the plan all along to try and build something like that. Bitcoin was the Black Swan event. That came out of left field. And when people try to say, is Bitcoin the one world currency they were trying to create? If it was, it wouldn't be so much pushback against it. I believe there is. True. That's what I'm saying. I believe there is a currency that was supposed to be created to adapt everybody's money into the digital world, where they can turn your account on and off. The problem is you can't do that with Bitcoin. Can't turn my wallet on and off. You can't take somebody's cold storage and hack into it if you don't have the key. So but Bitcoin was that Black Swan event. And again, I was one of those people who watched all those old YouTube back in the day when you could upload anything, conspiracy theory movies and all the tinfoil hat stuff. A lot of it's coming true now. And I think we're starting to see the writing on the wall. Like King said, I think it is a big push for it to come. But I think as the people, as the majority, we got to push back. That's why we're in this space now.
Like you said, though, I agree with you. It's not Bitcoin because it wouldn't be a pushback. It would readily be accepted. So that is crazy to think about. But yeah, I think it's the future. I mean, like I said, people, some of the stuff we talk about doing, like we cannot do it as fragmented as we are now. There literally needs to be one currency, one language, one sort of mass government if we want to do shit like live in outer space. It's not going to happen when everybody just living in their own country, their own language, their own money. And we're going to do it our way. We're going to do it our way. We're going to do it our way. We're going to send a missile your way if you don't like it our way. We're going to send a missile right back. Like, it's not going to work like that. It has to be where it's just like, all these people are like the same people for real. Like, and I think we're getting like stuff like Bitcoin gets us toward that, because at the end of the day, that's one more thing the entire planet has in common, where we all can have this Bitcoin, we all can spend it. It's being used the same way, no matter where you're at and what country. That puts humans closer together, no matter how you look at it. So I think that's something.
I'm waiting on the aliens. Please show up.
aliens. Walter Beasley said, "Thank you for the tip, Walter. What do you think about metacoins? Thanks, metacoins."
A whole. That's the new. Remember we were talking about what's going to be the new DeFi, the new NFT, the new ICO, metaverse. I guarantee you, there's going to be every Tom, Dick, and Harry with a little bit of coding knowledge on how to make a metaverse is going to throw up a metaverse coin and tell you all these great things they're planning, and they're going to raise $1 million. If I was you, speculation wise, what's $100, man? Because I can guarantee you some of these coins are going to go crazy, but they're not going to come through with anything. You're going to look back and say, oh, well, out of the 200 metaverses that popped up, only 2 or 3 actually lasted, just like every other project. Boom, that happened. So, yes, metaverses, again, just like with any of the altcoins we talk about, it is speculative and most of their stuff is not built out. But it's not a bad bet because, again, like you just saw, one announcement from Facebook, and I think I saw at least 10 coins up 500% last week. Garbage.
When did Facebook become the premier source of crypto news and information and development? Like, what cryptocurrency project does Facebook have and own right now?
None, but competition. That as soon as they saw a centralized metaverse, they were like, there's going to be a decentralized metaverse. And then there's going to be a metaverse that does this. So, yeah, a lot of people jumped into the metaverse game, and I don't blame them. But, yeah, if you want to ride it out, cool. But a lot of those are going to fail.
All right, last few stories. Kevin Durant's new SPAC firm to focus on crypto and blockchain. That's right, Brooklyn Nets star Kevin Durant has been inducted into the Blank Check Hall of Fame. What's going on here with KD?
Oh, yeah. So KD, a 2-time NBA champion, he's launched a special purpose acquisition company to look at collaborating with tech-driven businesses, including cryptocurrency enterprises. If you know his business associate, Rich Kleiman is a legend as well. Rich Kleiman has made a lot of people rich over the years, and Kevin Durant is no different. Durant, he was an early Coinbase backer because of Richard Kleiman's advice. I believe he worked with Nas too as well. And they're planning to invest in crypto and blockchain-related businesses. So if you look at the SPAC Infinite Acquisition Corp, it was formed on Wednesday. They're seeking to raise $200 million in its initial IPO. And the SPAC as a company is formed to combine with or acquire another private firm and eventually go public. So they are basically saying we're going to raise a bunch of money and we're going to invest in a lot of blockchain and crypto projects. And it's good to see because I think after the Coinbase win, just like like as you know, King, you get a big win in this space, you automatically think to yourself, what can I diversify into to keep this win going? Because I'm pretty sure if Kevin Durant continues on this path, he'll be a billionaire before he retires.
I don't know how to keep it real. No offense to KD and these guys, I get not wanting to risk the money you already have and all that good stuff, but I don't know how these dudes not billionaires, bro.
Well, you know the game. That's all.
I know the game. Yeah, for sure. So. Hey, bro, I'm only worth 50 mil, bro.
Yeah, that's all I was to say, bro. Dudes got baby mamas. They got people looking for extra money.
Exactly.
Got family members.
I'm broke right now, man. I don't got no jewelry.
Hey, I'm broke, baby.
I'm living a nice, quiet life, man.
Yeah, I'm living a nice, quiet life. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, there's no crypto billionaires as of yet. But on paper, I think he can be a billionaire as far as investments easily. Him, Iguodala, a lot of the NBA players, Spencer Dinwiddie, if they just keep in the crypto market, they'll be billionaires before they retire. And I think people will definitely pay attention to that. I don't know what LeBron got, but LeBron probably, I mean, he's already a billionaire. But
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, y'all got all this money. Listen, if I had NBA money to play with, I'm literally publicly up $2 to $3 billion. I'm up to, if you give me $50 to $100 million bankroll, I'm up $2 to $3 billion over. Like, bro, what?
Yeah, I've talked to about 6 pros and 2 retired pros over the last month. They think the same way. That's all I'm gonna say.
There we go. All right, we all in it.
We all in there together, baby.
We all in there. We everybody know what's up. If you know, you
everybody know what's up.
Shiba Inu falls after 2.3 billion of Shiba moved from whale wallet. That's right, the billionaire whale moved 2.3 billion worth of SHIB to 4 different wallets, and some investors are getting nervous. Why would you guys get nervous? There's only a few whales that own majority of all of it, but the price of Shiba Inu has fallen 11%, which of course we saw today, 30% on the week, after a series of transactions from the whale wallet that famously transformed a 3,400 purchase last August into $1.55 billion. Now we will say, we see what they're trying to slowly. This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna move from 1 wallet to 4 wallets to 4 wallets, 8 wallets, 8 wallets, 16, and hopefully people start losing track of it and then start selling that shit out. People, this is what you got to worry about. On Tuesday, the whale made 4 transactions with exactly, I don't even know what number this is. Some quadrillion, 10 quadrillion plus. What's after quad? 10 quintillion SHIB, each to 4 different wallets. Each transaction was approximately $586 million, totaling about 2.3 billion. After the wallet was first identified, social media users speculated the owner may have forgotten or lost their key, given the lack of activity in the wallet since last year. So wow, somebody turned 8K to 5 billion and lost access to his wallet. Turns out he didn't and just started moving some of his shit. So this is the stuff that we love about crypto. People, they're doing this with random people. Could you imagine if we actually gave everyone a public address and said, yes, this is Mayor so-and-so, this is Senator so-and-so, this is police officer so-and-so, this is Governor so-and-so, this is President so-and-so. Yeah. You could track it the same way. Like literally people would do this for work every day. Like, I'll donate a couple of Satoshis to someone to do this every day for work. So I know someone would. But that's the power of crypto. What's going on here with Shiba and this move and this big trader that's making these moves?
Oh, yeah. So, of course, like we just said, over 2.3 billion moved. But this wallet, whoever this guy is or gal, bought $8,000 worth of SHIB last August, is now worth $5.7 billion in 400 days, a little over a year. He owns 16% of the market cap. And if he decided to sell all of it at once, Shiba would go to zero. What I think is, if he's actually a really good trader, this is what he would do. He would first move the coins like he just did to create panic in the market. That way, he could scoop up and buy SHIB coins and push the value even higher so that as it pumps again, he can sell into the pump. Everybody can see when you just sell, like, I mean, if you look at any chart, somebody just sells 200 million worth of something, you can see it go straight down, wicks straight back up because the buy orders, right? But the problem is, if he's actually smart, he might be able to pump the price up a little more, sell into the pump, and then that may not affect SHIB as much, but it's not very liquid, so it's very hard for him to do, and that's one of the things people forget about these illiquid shit coins. If you do make a lot of money, how are you going to sell it? And if you do try to sell it, at what point do you basically become a target? Because these people can find your they can find your wallet, they can find which exchange you're using, and again, I'm sure whoever wallet this is, somebody's trying to hack it as we speak. So a few things to think about with these Shiba things, but yeah, it fell 35%, and I think whoever this person is, that would be a pretty smart move if they did that. But if they sold it all, why not? If I made 2.3 billion from Shiba, you best believe I would have sold it immediately. I don't care about the rest of the community.
I'm turning the market upside down. I'm getting what I can get out of it. Well, yeah, 2.3 billion, you'll get at least 200, 300 million off it. And
I mean, even with the cascading, will be too. Yeah, exactly. Even with the cascading orders, I at least get 300 that he spent $8,000 on. Man, get out of here.
Yeah, I get 300 mil back.
I don't care about that community that much. I don't know y'all niggas. Y'all online.
But what I will say is, I mean, whoever this person is, props to them, because when they put it in, I mean, who would have thought? Like literally. I mean, but at the end of the day, if you to be fair though, people, this is me 2017 again, because if you do have it, like I said, I used to have like every altcoin on the market 2016, at least a G in it. Every altcoin. Hey, it wasn't no losses. We was getting wins in every direction, people. So if you're one of those people who's like, yeah, I'm gonna sprinkle $5,000 in my favorite 20 to 30 altcoins that are less than a penny, and for you, let's say, like I say, if it costs you 50 to 100K to do that, and that's not shit to you, and you didn't sprinkle it to, like I said, to the top 20 or 30 ones, all you need is for one to hit, and you get that type of number, and all you essentially spent was 100K. So
Hey,
technically, it's a good investment for that part.
That's why I tell people I'm not a Bitcoin maxi, because I would never tell somebody not to put $5 in something. $10 is like, why not?
Right.
I mean, did you go out to eat today? I mean, have you ever been to a casino? You ever bought a lottery ticket? You ever bought some clothes you didn't need? You ever? I mean, everybody wastes money. Why not waste it on something that like SHIB could take off? Not saying go crazy, but $10 on 10 projects. Come on, man. What's $100? That's one night of drinking.
Really? Let's see really quick. Jamal Roams, so they too scared transparency. Of course, that's why they don't want to use it. Rendo, like Denzel said, bro, 16% is crazy. Yes, 16% is crazy as I don't know what. Alec G, I like this plan. If I were him, I just provide liquidity for Robinhood for a commission. You're actually right. Now that's the play. When you own 16% of a project, you're part of the project.
Yeah, you are the project.
Be quiet. Yeah. I agree with Alec. He needs to call up Robinhood, call up Coinbase. Hey, I got you guys liquidity. I'm a matchmaker. I'm an automatic matchmaker. We can just move the market like this. I'm with you on that. Or if anything, he can start a staking program. Like, right? It's so many things you can do when you own 16% of a popular project. So we'll see what happens with that. NFTs and play to earn are future of gaming industry, says EA Boss. That is right. Major video game publisher Electronic Arts is now jumping into the NFT and blockchain-based space with games as the future of the industry. This is huge news, people. We talked about this yesterday, but we talked about Nike joining, Microsoft, and now we have EA Sports. Really quick, what's going on with the story, Bitcoin Zay?
Oh, man. So Andrew Wilson, CEO of EA Electronic Arts, where they made games like NBA Live, 2K, everything, Grand Theft Auto. I mean, they've made everything. Said that NFTs and play to earn games are the gaming industry's future, even though it's still early to figure out how that would work. And this is a business-oriented company that utilizes the pay-to-win model in several games, but they haven't tried play to earn. So you can pay to win, you buy things that enable you to win the game. However, what happens when you do missions on Grand Theft Auto and you earn real money, cryptocurrency, their own or something else, where you can actually spend it, or you can trade it on the open market and you can buy other goods? I believe that will really push us into what we call the metaverse or the digital age, where people will stay at home gaming. I was using an example with King. What happens when you can stay at home and play Grand Theft Auto for 12 hours and earn $600 worth of crypto? What happens at that point? Nobody going to work. I see hiring. I see we're hiring signs everywhere. I've traveled all across America this year. I've seen hiring signs everywhere. So if you really want to push us to the metaverse age, introduce something like this, because Axie Infinity has showed in the Philippines, they're making more money on the daily than some of them used to make monthly. We're talking about people making $1,000 a day, whereas a month they used to make 500 in the Philippines. So just imagine that on a broader scale. People that play PS4, PS5, these kids, that's going to be the biggest thing they have to figure out, the liability with that, as well as with adults. So I can see this taking off. And if he's even talking about it, they already have a team set up researching and seeing how they can make money. I mean, getting NFTs in a game and then like being able to transfer it over to another. I mean, it's so much you can do. I can see an NFT wallet on the dashboard of your PS5 screen. Very, very easy to do.
It's funny you just said everything you said, because did you see yesterday's show? I'm assuming you did not.
I didn't catch it. Yeah, I was out.
I literally said the exact same things. Talk about Axie Infinity, the Philippines taxing. I'm like, people, this is no longer a possibility or a test, or maybe one day. It's no. If you have kids, put them little motherfuckers from a video game, okay? Like this isn't the stop playing your game and go outside era. No. Is maybe go outside and take a break, get some fresh air, sit your ass back down that chair and get the gaming, boy. We got a tournament coming up this week, and I want to win. All right, so as this play to earn thing, it says here, in such games, players gain in-game digital assets by completing daily quests, defeating monsters, investing other players in arenas. Like Bitcoin, as they said, I think it will get there, but when you can make up what we consider right now $600 worth of digital assets from playing your favorite game, oh man! For one, streaming is going to be huge. Twitch is going to be huge. Engine and some of these other streaming things. What's the other big one? Theta. Like all that stuff. When they come out with a Grand Theft Auto, NBA 2K, Madden, whatever one of those type Call of Duty play to earn first. When this is like, no, bro, this game is lit. This ain't no Axie Infinity cartoon Fortnite. No, it's like, no, this game is realistic and it's lit. And I'm making $300, $400, $500 a day on it, and I'm good.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
What about a virtual? What about a virtual boxing game where you can just bet with and fight people online, where you can actually scrap people in virtual reality? Whoever can fight better wins, and the winner wins, but nobody actually gets hurt.
That would be crazy.
Crime. We might solve crime. We might reduce poverty and crime in the metaverse.
If you want to know where some hackers would congregate at, that's the spot right there. I'll just be beating you ass all day, bro.
Beat up little 7-year-olds.
Leroy Forbes said EA is the last company I want to see in this space. Oh man, make sure you call in. Let us know why tomorrow, Leroy. Why not? Why not? Yeah, Call of Duty been on it. I know Call of Duty's been on it because a year ago they had Dogecoin themes and stuff in there. They got all types of stuff in Call of Duty, so I know that's probably happening. Other than that is the show for today. We do have to run. Bitcoin Day, you have any last minute announcements?
None for me. Have a great Thursday, my people.
Have a great Thursday. And if you have not already, make sure you cop that the Gentleman of Crypto KRBE Digital Assets Masterclass. Of course, you can go to the gentlemanofcrypto.com, click on the Masterclass link, and it'll bring that up. For those who are still on the fence or want to wait, I think we are going to plan to have some Black Friday sales. So maybe if you want to wait for a few more weeks, you can do that. But if you're saying, nah, 3 more weeks, the price could pump, I want it now, make sure you check it out here. And then again, another month or so, we'll have another Q&A for those new students. For those who have already supported, of course, much appreciated. Make sure you smash that like.